Alright. Hello everyone, welcome to another stream.
Hello.
Tonight I'm playing Binding of Isaac, and I'm joined by my buddies Brian and Chris.
Oh,
Shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, I'm getting so fucked. This is a really bad run now. Shit. Oh shit. Alright, so Brian, you wanted to talk about the Nintendo Direct tomorrow. And
yes, sir.
what we think is gonna happen there.
Well, I think before we do that, we should, set the table a little bit. It's been almost 2 years since there's been a real Nintendo Direct of substance.
2 years?
Yeah, like 500 plus days, almost 2 years.
Is it really that long?
Yep.
Wow.
It's been a mixture of like partner directs, indie directs, direct minis, but it's been about 2 years since the last true full-blown
Direct. Okay.
shebang.
Okay.
So a lot of people have a lot of thoughts about it.
Sure, of course.
The people that I follow and trust their opinions, they seem to be of the mindset like set your expectations relatively low. But
Yeah. That's generally what I've seen as well.
that's no fun.
Of course not. That's right. Go big or go home. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I'll certainly agree with some of these guys that I don't think they're going to talk about a Switch Pro. There's too many other new model Switches that they're trying to sell before they start worrying about, undercutting it with a Pro.
There's just so many reasons why that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, they're selling. They can't keep this fucking thing in the store. So
I mean, yeah.
It's not like they really need to push it to the next level to gather interest. They can't get enough out there as it is.
Well, I don't think going to the next level is necessary to garner interest, as you say. I think it's more of so they can keep pace with the games coming out for PS5 and Series X, because a good part of what the Switch is trying to do is trying to be yeah, we're not as powerful, but we're close enough.
Yeah, I just mean in terms of just share of the market. They gotta go to the next thing.
Sure.
Eventually. I mean, there's a reason why you're not still playing your Game Boy Advance. But I just, I don't think that really makes a whole lot of sense for a Pro to come out. I don't. There's no games.
Dude, weren't you the one who was telling me for the longest time that they were gonna have a Switch Pro?
Yeah, but the longer that this rumor persists, the more it makes me just wonder that this is just something that'll be iterative. It's not going to be I don't even think it'll be to the level of the new Nintendo 3DS. I don't even think it'll be like that. I think, if anything, there might be something like a bigger screen or a different type of screen to be crispier, something like that. Maybe 1080 display. But I don't think it's going to be anything hardware, performance boost up the wazoo. I don't think they'll be like that at all. If anything, I think it's going to be bigger and have a nicer screen and maybe a little bit nicer to hold. But
Okay.
I don't
Well,
know. What are your thoughts on it?
I
If
mean,
it exists at all.
if it
in your
exists,
purview.
if it exists at all, like I said, I can see it just being the type of thing where it's really only like it is like to what you're saying, like just a marginal increase, but that marginal increase is just it's supposed to be just enough to keep pace with being able to have ports of those other games. So I think if they were to do it, I could see how it would make sense for them. But like I said, they have. I mean, they just came out with, or they're coming out with, a new Mario like Switch. They have a Monster Hunter Switch coming out. Like, it doesn't make sense to even to do it now.
Right.
Fuck that pickup. I'm not getting
with
that.
you. I know that makes for boring radio, but I agree.
Yeah, like it's just really not in the cards for him at the moment, and that's okay. That's okay. But I think what will get actually talked about, I think that's going to be a lot more interesting. Though even from what we briefly mentioned before to each other about what we would potentially want, I've actually even thought about it more, and I think I've actually kind of changed my mind on some of this stuff.
Alright, well, so we were talking about top 3 realistic predictions.
Yes,
top
top 3
wish
wish list.
So go ahead.
Okay, well, what I was going to say was a lot of my realistic, I think I might change a little bit, just because of how the tweet, or what, you know, the official press statement, whatever you want to call it, said about what the direct would be, how it would be games specifically coming out in the first half.
Right.
So it makes me think maybe we won't hear info about, like, Breath of the Wild 2 or any Zelda collections or anything like that, if only because they're coming out in the second half, you know? So I think
we will hear about Breath of the Wild 2. So go ahead, finish what you're going to say. We can circle back.
No. I was just gonna say I like that as well. I agree with you. I would like to hear about that. I think we will, if only because they like to do that. Like, oh, and here's that like 1 or 2 things that aren't actually, you know, in the first half.
Yeah, exactly.
So realistically, we're gonna get the Breath of the Wild release date. If it's not this year, I would be incredibly surprised. But I can certainly imagine a fall release window for a game like that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be just like that too. It's gonna be like a soft release date, like sometime within the next 3 lunar cycles. Like, it's gonna be very amorphous as to when it's actually gonna. As far as Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, I think we'll get the actual name of it. Because I doubt they're just gonna call it Breath of the Wild 2.
No, they won't.
Stupid.
They won't.
So I bet we'll get what it's actually called. And I mean, if we get a release date window, then that's gonna come with a whole lot more information about what type of game it is. Because really, all we're seeing is like a CGI in-engine cutscene type of thing.
Yeah.
We don't even know what the game looks like. So if the release date is any time within the next year, then this direct is going to be literally non-stop Breath of the Wild 2 shit. And I don't think it's going to be. So,
That's right.
Actually, I don't know.
Thank you.
Now I don't know what I believe. I came into that sentence, like literally into that sentence, thinking, yeah, we'll hear about it. But now it doesn't seem very likely. As far as release date is concerned.
I mean, I think the game is like much farther along than people think. So I think we will get a release date. I think it will be this year. Whether they do that at this direct or the next direct or anything, I mean, you know, that's different. But I think we will definitely hear about that soon, at least. Oh, and I can't hit them. That's wonderful. God damn it. When you get bad power-ups in Isaac.
So you have that
Anyway.
as your realistic, one of your realistics.
Yeah, is that we'll
Okay.
hear about Breath of the Wild.
Alright, well, mine kind of relates to that, so I'll jump in.
Okay.
As far as Zelda realistics, I didn't have Breath of the Wild on my list, but I had some kind of collection. Like a Wind Waker HD, like those types of games. Some sort of Zelda collection. I didn't really think about which ones, because I didn't really play a whole lot of them to begin with.
Sure.
The last one that I actually played before Link's Awakening remake probably was Wind Waker, so I've been out of the Zelda game for a minute.
Sure.
But I'm thinking of Mario All-Stars type situation for Zelda. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get that. I mean, the rumor has been that there's gonna be like a 3D collection, but there's been a couple of weird wrinkles in there too, where like some of the weird sequel games, like Phantom Hourglass, got like re-trademarked. So people are wondering, like, are they gonna make like a Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks collection? It's like, that would be weird, but I mean, it makes sense. Those games all thematically are one after the other. But would you prefer?
Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, would you prefer like 3 of the better ones together as kind of like a masterpieces collection, or would you prefer kind of like a, thematically belong together type collection?
I don't want to play Ocarina of Time again. I don't want to play Majora's Mask again. I think that's going too far back. I would rather
don't know.
see
I think
some of the ones that I missed.
Sure, I agree with what you're saying, but I think Ocarina is one of those games though that is like re-roll into something else. Oh, that might have been bad. Shit, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought because I got a weird item in Isaac.
You were fanboying on Ocarina of Time.
No. I'm just saying, because that's one that does get held up so often as being the greatest one, I think that one's like a shoo-in for a collection. Like, I totally agree with what you're saying. Give me some of the other ones. But
the Mario one was dog shit. They just literally copy pasted it over, and I worry that it would be like that. Like that 3D Mario All Stars collection was pretty fugazi. Like, if you already own Mario Galaxy on your Wii, which is definitely the better way to play it, that collection gets you had Mario 64 OP. Who hasn't played that, and then Mario Sunshine, which was stupid, and Mario Galaxy, which was good, but, it's better on the Wii.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I think my point as far as that would go is, like, me, for example, I never had Mario 64. But that was always a game that my cousin had, and I played his copy whenever I was over his place. So, like, for me, that's like, oh, great, that is, like, the best way for me to play it. It's the most easily accessible way. Sunshine, like, I gotta hook up my GameCube to play it. I have it, but I don't want to have to hook up my GameCube every time I want to play it. A lot of this stuff is just about the convenience of it.
But Sunshine isn't even something that, somebody who's being honest with themselves would want to go back and play. It isn't that good.
I mean, I honestly can't really say. I never really played it in the first place.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
You didn't have that one either? That's one of the
No. I have
GameCube games.
I have it, but I didn't get it when I was big into playing my GameCube.
Guys.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, damn. That's okay.
Yeah, I worry that it'll just be a shitty port of Ocarina of Time that they'll make you think will be worth it, but it won't, like the Mario one.
Well,
But I would prefer to see some of the, like, the multiplayer ones that just didn't have a fair shake because they were on wax systems. Like, the install base on the Switch is so good that it would be cool to be able to meet up with people and play those games as they were meant to be enjoyed.
to be honest, part of the problem with some of those multiplayer ones is like they're kind of. That's a bad item too. Some of them are just flat out bad. Like Triforce Heroes is just bad.
Which was the one on the Game Boy Advance?
Four Swords Adventures, I think you're thinking of. Mini mushroom. Damn.
Did I lose you?
Oh no, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can now, yeah.
Okay.
Which was the one on the Game Boy Advance? Sorry, that was where I lost you.
Okay. I said I believe it was Four Sword Adventures.
Okay.
Yeah, Triforce Heroes was on the 3DS.
I never played that one. It was stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it was essentially... It was stupid because it was an all-or-nothing type multiplayer. Like, you either had to have a complete party, or you had to play by yourself. There was no, like, oh, well, only one of my buddies has the game, like, we can play together. Like, nope, tough shit, you gotta get a third person, too.
Wow.
Which,
You
granted...
need, like, the system link crap, too? Or was it wireless at that point?
No, it was wireless. You could just connect, you know. Oh,
Via
shit.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Or, you know, if you're hanging out, like, local or whatever. But,
Yeah,
you...
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Local Wi-Fi.
Right. Ah, man, I keep getting bad items. Uh-oh. Those eyeballs? Those are eyeballs.
So, Zelda Collection, that's my first pick.
Okay.
What's your next one?
Realistically, if we're talking about first half, I think we see 5 to 10 minutes of trailers that is just new footage, gameplay or otherwise, of games we know are coming out that already have release dates.
Sure.
Like, we're gonna see Bravely Default 2, I think, comes out next week, so we're gonna get a trailer for that. We're gonna get a trailer for Pokemon Snap that I bet you is gonna have either new info or just, like, new footage in it.
Probably some Fire Emblem. Didn't they announce a DLC for that?
Oh, I'm not sure, did they? That would make sense.
They did.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know if I like that. I could see Fire Emblem, and then I think we could see a release date for No More Heroes 3. That's
Okay.
part of because
And
we've
that's
seen
supposed
footage
to be
for it
coming.
before, yeah, and because the guy had already said that it was supposed to come 2021. I feel like that could be in that, like, 5 to 10 minutes of, like, oh, we've shown you stuff for this before, but now, you know, it's coming out this day or whatever.
Right. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. There will definitely be a sizzle reel of a bunch of crap that's coming out. No doubt.
Yeah. So now, what's your second?
So, I think probably they're gonna do something with Apex Legends. I mean, they already announced the release date, and it's imminent. And I feel like there's not a whole lot of buzz around that game, and it's either they do it now, or the game probably runs like shit. Like, if they don't show it off in some capacity, I can't imagine that it's any good, because that game is pretty popular. And
Sure.
it's a big deal for it to be on the Switch. It's one of the few EA games that is on the Switch. So if it runs like doo-doo, then EA officially screwed the pooch this console generation, at least as far as Nintendo's concerned.
I mean,
I think
yeah.
there will be some Apex Legends there, or at least I hope.
With,
If not,
with
it bodes terribly.
It certainly does bode terribly, and I gotta say, I think I agree with you off the bat. I think EA already just has screwed the fucking pooch on the Switch, at least. Like, they have given no love to that system.
But this is like the perfect game for it, though. Like, if they could make this work, it fills a hole that, I mean, like, for a lot of people, Fortnite is literally all they play on their Switch. Like, my nephew, he's 8 years old, he's been playing Fortnite on his Switch ever since it came out, 2 years. And Apex Legends serves that kind of a player. And if they don't do it right, then there you go.
Yeah. Okay. So that was your number 2 then, Apex Legends. Okay. Shit. Alright, so... Alright, so then my number 3... is, I mean, Smash character. Obvious. They did say there was gonna be...
I mean, you should pick another number 3, because they already said that was coming, you know?
That's true. That's true.
While you think about it, I'll go with my last one.
Yeah.
I think they'll definitely be talking about some Animal Crossing.
Oh, yeah,
it
that's
was their
a
biggest
good
game
one.
of the year.
Yep.
And it's coming on its 1-year anniversary. They've cycled through all of the holidays, because the next one up is Easter. So, I think they'll do something. I don't know if it's gonna be like a DLC, like a bigger one, or like a furniture pack, or some other unlockable part of your island. But I think there will be some fairly substantial news on that.
Okay.
Because everybody and their mother bought it.
Sure.
But I don't really know a whole lot about Animal Crossing. But I'm going with that for my third realistic pick.
Okay. I mean, I think that is a pretty safe bet. I mean, now that you say it, like, oh yeah, why didn't I think of that sooner? I mean, crap, you had, you know, President Biden revealing his Animal Crossing island. Like, that game was huge this year.
Right, exactly.
Like,
I was talking to people at work who I literally never knew they even touched a gaming console. And they were like, oh yeah, I have like 200 hours into my Animal Crossing island. I was like, you own a Nintendo Switch? They're like, oh yeah, I bought it for this game. I'm like, what?
yeah,
Like,
I do not understand the love for Animal Crossing.
well, I think it's like, you know, the same type of people that were into Farmville on Facebook. They dumb. They just like tasks. It fills something, some primal urge to get things done even when you're doing nothing.
Okay. I could understand that.
Yeah, that's my third real pick. I hope there's more than that, because those are like things that, like, really, Apex is the only one that I mentioned that I'm interested in, and I probably won't even play it that much. Like,
Sure.
none of my picks were anything that I fucking care about at all.
Oh shit, man. No, I get what you're saying though. Like, honestly, the only thing that I really care about for them to announce is Zelda stuff. Give me, like, I understand what you're saying about Ocarina of Time, but like, I just want, just give me all of the Zelda games on the Switch. That's it. Just make it easy for me to play all of them. I don't have to plug in my NES. I don't have to plug in my Super Nintendo. I can just turn on my Switch, pop in whichever collection I need to, and boom, I'm playing. You know, I'm there.
I do.
That is my ultimate wish list.
They're never gonna give you.
I know.
So
Which I don't understand.
they're never gonna give you that. And if they did give you all that, the quality on each individual piece would be so low that it would end up being a dog shit collection, like the Mario one.
I mean, probably, but I mean, so the way I think about it is I've been trying to go, okay, so I figure you get Ocarina of Time, you get the 3DS version they put out, which is like a, you know, a little bit of a remastered, so it looks a lot better and stuff like that. You get Majora's Mask with it, also 3DS port, you know, you just fix that up a little bit, tidy it up. There's been rumors for a while of Skyward Sword. That's the one that makes the most sense, if only because it's trapped on the Wii U, or the Wii. So I could definitely see them doing that. Yeah, I guess I'll take that. Terrible. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like
Sorry.
I said, that doesn't really thrill me, but I don't think you're gonna get all that anywhere.
Yeah, I think realistically, the stuff that they would do is like I was saying, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, if only because they have updated versions of those games. Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, because they have the HD versions on the Wii U, so it'd be easy to just port them to the Switch. Skyward Sword, because it's left alone on the Switch or on the Wii U. But everything else would just be like gravy. Like, I don't think they're going to give us an Oracle of Ages, an Oracle of Seasons remake. But ideally, I think that would be crazy. I think they would do really well with you know, Link's Awakening in that new style, and people loved it. Like, I think that would be perfect. You put those two games together on a collection with the, you know, the third game that never released, was initially a product of, oh, you have to have both games if you want to play it. Now you could just, no, you could just play it. It's on the cart with both of them. Like, that would make a killing.
Yeah, I mean, people would buy it. It's no question.
Yeah.
I just won't need it. Alright, so what you got on your pie in the sky besides this mythical Zelda collection?
Pie in the sky, we see Metroid Prime Trilogy and or Metroid Prime 4.
Okay, that's your first pick.
Yeah.
Which one of those do you think is more likely?
Part of me leans towards Prime 4, if only because that was actually something they announced. So giving an actual, you know, update on it feels like it might be more likely than, say, Metroid Prime Trilogy, which is just a long-held rumor. You know, Metroid Prime Trilogy might not be real. That might never have happened. That might never have even been a thing, but...
Well, I see what you're saying, but if I may express a counterpoint to that, Metroid Prime 4 exists only as a JPEG right now.
This is
Whereas
true.
Metroid Prime 1 through 3 actually exist. That was a product that was shipped. So, as far as like progress, we can only go on what we know, and so far we know zero about Metroid Prime 4, except that there's been 2 different development teams.
Right.
And Metroid Prime 1 through 3 are games that were released 10 to 15 years ago. So,
I mean, you are right. Believe me. I wanna believe that Metroid Prime trilogy is real, because that is what I want, and it would make the most sense. Like, hey, while we're trying to figure out what's going on with Metroid Prime 4, here's a recap. Playing through the initial 3 games, like, makes perfect sense.
so this dovetails nicely with one of my picks for wishlist.
Okay.
Because what better way to sell users on Nintendo Switch Online if they're not already subscribers than by making that announcement with the, oh, by the way, the first 3 games that are going to be on our newly released, our new platform is the Metroid Prime trilogy you've been asking us for years. $20 a year, Nintendo Switch Online. Because my pick is GameCube games on Switch. They already exist. Super Mario Sunshine was a port, straight port. So the technology exists to get GameCube games, at least first-party games, onto Nintendo Switch, because it's already happened. So I would like to see that. There's so many good games from GameCube, and the way that the GameCube games looked, they would hold up really well, like a lot of cel-shaded games. Like, I would kill to play Super Monkey Ball 2 on my Switch. I would kill to play a game like, and again, these are third-party titles, but like something like Beautiful Joe, a friggin' awesome Capcom game that's just stuck on that system.
Yeah.
And then obviously the first-party stuff. There's obviously Wind Waker. There's freaking, Luigi's Mansion.
Well,
all kinds of good shit.
yeah, you're right. I would love if they added some GameCube games. That would be phenomenal. There's a lot of good ones that are just not there. Not there. Like you're saying, there's just no way to play these. They're just lost.
I mean, there's definitely some games from that console that you would feel would have to be on there.
From
First party,
GameCube
at least.
era? Well, I'm gonna remove anything that has like an existing version. So like Super Mario Sunshine, they just put out the 3D All-Star, so I'm not gonna count that.
Something that we don't already have.
Luigi's Mansion, chewing it was a launch game. I think Star Fox Adventures. If only because it's a first-party title. Let me see. I could see Mario Kart Double Dash.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Because
Because that's totally different than what they have now. And it was like the first one with a different kind of a gimmick. Emily and I used to play that.
Yeah, Double Dash was tight.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, there are a lot of enemies. Oh my God, there are so many enemies.
I mean, for me, Slam Dunk is Pikmin, the original Pikmin.
Yeah.
That was such an incredible game. That was my favorite GameCube game, or at least in my top 5.
I mean, I never really played that series, but I could totally understand that. From everything I know of those games, that definitely is like a premier GameCube game. That and the second one.
Yeah. You know what drew me to that initially? Because at that time, GameCube was what, like 2000, or Pikmin was like 2001, 2002?
I think so.
Around
Sounds
that
about
time.
right.
At that time, there were so many real-time strategy games. Like, we kind of grew up with that genre, right?
Yeah.
And I always liked those games a lot. The one thing that I didn't like about it was losing. And like, there has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. And Pikmin was that same kind of, it would scratch the same itch, but it was all about like, oh, you're exploring, you're fixing your ship. It removed the competitive aspect of that.
Okay.
And I always really liked that. And it's so cute, like, Ivy has been playing the Pikmin 3 demo. I had to explain to her today why she keeps playing the same level. I said, it's because I don't actually own the game. You're just playing the demo. And she got, like, kind of mad.
Was she like, well, why don't you buy it?
Yeah, she was like, well, just buy it. And I wasn't about to explain to her, I'm like, oh, it's like $60. I don't really... So, I'll see how much longer I can keep her on this demo, but...
that's really
she's
funny.
6 years old, and she picked that game up so quick, and I think that speaks to just how unique and how good it is.
Sure. No, that's cool too. I like that.
And first party for sure.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what else I would say. I would hope it's a first party game. So, you know, on that level I would think it's a shoo-in, but it is also one of those games that never gets as much love as it should. Eternal Darkness.
I never played that one.
That is actually a Nintendo first party game.
It always seems like a Capcom game.
Yeah, it's kind of meant to be. It plays a lot like an old school Resident Evil. Like, it's you know, a mystery. Like, you're trying to solve a mystery in a mansion. Like, there's zombies and dead things. Like, but it's very cool. It's more about like the type of instead of just like zombies, it's about like the Cthulhu mythos stuff.
Right.
So it's actually very, very cool. If Angie was down here, she'd be freaking out. It's like her favorite GameCube game.
Okay. Any other GameCube games you'd want to see?
I mean, I would say Metroid Prime, but I'd rather that just be the trilogy.
Well, yeah, that's how I led into this. I think that it would have to be all three, because they've been talking about it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one game that or a couple of games that I think really deserve to be on there. GameCube was a great space for Mario sports games. Mario Strikers was incredible.
Yes, I remember
Mario
that.
Tennis was incredible on the GameCube. Was there a hockey one? I feel like there was. I don't even know, but
if there
that
was
a good time for the Mario sports.
Yeah, definitely. I did not play. If there was a hockey one, I did not play it, but of course it wasn't enough.
I might
to
be
do
making
either.
the hockey thing up, but they definitely had strikers.
No, it sounds like that's real. It sounds like that would be true. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. Slammers, maybe? No, that sounds like a terrible pod game.
But anyways, I think that should be on there.
Yeah,
There's
I would
probably
agree with
so
that.
many GameCube games we're missing, but
Beautiful Joe, you mentioned. That I think that
yeah,
goes.
I mean, third party, that's a whole other thing. It's
Killer
sky's the
7.
limit. Metal Gear Solid, Twin Snakes.
See, I don't know, man. A lot of people don't even like that version.
Oh, well, those people are silly. And I played it on PlayStation 2. but Twin Snakes is great.
I should have grabbed this one.
Well, what about you? What's another wish list pick? Get out of there, Sean.
Wish list pick. There's like two really big ones. One would be that we finally get a Bayonetta release date, or more news on Bayonetta 3.
Okay, I didn't even know you were into that game.
Yeah, Bayonetta's awesome. I mean, they're hard as balls, like Devil May Cry style hack and slash,
Okay.
just like crazy games. But they're very like satisfying. Like when you like get stuff down and like, you know, the combat becomes like a dance in those games. So it is interesting to play those and fuck around with them. And Bayonetta is, I like a little bit more than Devil May Cry because it really does not take itself too seriously at all. I mean, you play as like a sexy witch who is killing like angels and demons and is like, I mean, it's just fun. It's not meant to be anything more or less than what it is. It's not meant for you to read any kind of subtext or anything like that. It's just supposed to be, this is it.
It's titties and monsters.
Yeah, because titties and monsters is fun.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that would be a big announcement.
But
For sure.
I don't think we'll hear anything. I could be mistaken, but I do think they said something at one point about... Oh, Boneheart, that's new. Unbelievable.
Well, the whole thing with Bayonetta is that Kamiya guy has been, like, teasing people in recent weeks.
Yeah, but he
And,
did say something about it wouldn't be coming this year. Like, we might hear some news on it, but it's not coming out this year, you know?
No, like, that's the thing, like, he didn't get that specific. It was one of those things where he like one of those, like, I can neither confirm nor deny things. Like, he didn't say one way or the other. It was just kind of like a non-answer.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's kind of what got people speculating.
Well, that would be interesting if that happened. Alright, so then what's your third wish list?
I think I'm on my second. Yeah, I'm on my second.
Oh, our second.
I think it is high time that they do some serious work to upgrade their online offering. I just, if they want, it's so hard because, like, I know why I want these things, and I'm trying to understand it from, like, their point of view of why they don't already have these things, but there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to send a friend request via a menu to my friend to play a game, when you can do it on literally every other gaming device, including fucking, like, VR headsets.
That's why.
I just don't understand why it's not already there. I don't think it's a whole lot to ask. I think it's a part of gaming that needs to be represented. You have to be able to connect with your friends in meaningful ways, and they just make it so difficult to do that on this.
Well, to you know what you're saying, I think the reason they do that though is because Nintendo is just very, we do what we want, and we don't do what the other guys are doing. We march to the beat of our own drum, like.
But
And
that doesn't make any kind of, like, sense as far as, like, rationale. Like, they're trying to make money, and I don't understand why not offering that is a decision that they've don't know. I just
but that's the
can't
thing.
understand it.
Oh, dude, don't get me wrong. I'm in full agreement with you. I think it's ridiculous.
I doubt they're saying, let's be different and not have a chat function on our system. Like, I don't think.
But then at the same time, the system's been out for 3 years, and it's like you can't tell me this is a conversation they're just having. Then, like,
no, of course not.
But like, if it's been 3 years and they still haven't done it, it tells me that it's just not a priority for them. They don't look at it as something that is vital.
That's why it's on my wish list, because I want it to be a priority.
No, I know.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen.
I'm just saying
it will.
that's the craziest wish list, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, which is sad, because it's like...
It is.
I just want to be able to send a message. I want to be able to chat, even if we're not playing the same game. I don't want to have to download an external app and device to plug my fucking cell phone into to hear my friends playing Splatoon. You know what I mean? Like, we literally have to plug in this squid-shaped fucking contraption, DAC, and into my phone.
Well, they want you to feel like you're a squid too, you know?
If I paid into that, I have a fucking squid.
Oh no, this is bad. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Yeah. Messaging, friend requests, universal party chat, all those things need to happen. It's crazy. But yeah, that's my second wish list item. What's yours? We can stop ranting about that.
Oh shit! Hold on. I am in dire straits right now, and Isaac, I need to focus. Oh god, of course, this motherfucker is healing himself. Oh no!
You sound like when they're charging, like...
Oh my god!
Dragon Ball.
Oh! This game sometimes, that was such bullshit. Oh! So, I just finished, there's the regular mode you play through in this game, and there's another mode called Greed Mode. You don't need to know the details of it for the story. But essentially, I beat the final boss of Greed Mode with half a heart left, which is why I was like, I need to focus. And when you beat Greed Mode, a little donation machine appears, and any coins you have left over, you could put into the machine. So, part of the idea is to keep playing Greed Mode to fill up the machine to its maximum, and that unlocks certain items in the store for you to buy. So, like, okay, it'll lock new items for new runs. So I keep playing Greed Mode to put some coins in the machine. I just finished this. Took me 37 minutes. I finished with 63 fucking coins, half a heart. The donation machine drops down. It let me put 3 coins into it before it got jammed. And now it won't let me put any coins into it. Just like, are you kidding me? I have 60 coins that I can't fucking do anything with anymore. It's like, great, thank you very much.
Over the next run?
They do, but the way additional runs works is if I continue this run, it works like a New Game Plus, and essentially New Game Plus shuts off all, like, progress. You can't get any new items to unlock, you can't beat one of the secret bosses and have it count towards anything, like, everything gets shut off. So it's like, even if I beat Greed Mode again on the second run and I have more coins, there won't be another donation machine at the end. They just won't have one.
That's tough.
Yeah, so it just means like, hey, I could do another run and just have fun with that. Or I could try to do another legit run to donate some coins, but... So sorry, I know that was like a side tangent. Well, no, now we would be at my third.
Oh, okay.
So I said Bayonetta. What was the third one? Let me look at our exchange for a minute because I don't even remember what I said to you before. Oh, okay. My third wishlist thing is that they announced a Pokemon Let's Go game for the Gen 2 era of Pokemon games.
Yeah, I could see that. But I bet people would be more interested in that if it was like the Gen 4. I think that's like a more popular.
Well, so a lot of people have said that they think what'll come next is a Diamond and Pearl remake, which is Gen 4. And
Right.
the only thing with that is, so the way that that would work is, and why people are saying that is because they did the initial games, and then we got Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, which was a remake of Red and Blue. Then we got Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which were remakes of Gen 2. Then we got Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which were remakes of Gen 3. So their mindset is continuing off of that trend and being like, well, the next one would be the 4th gen, Diamond and Pearl, which of course makes sense. But they're going, so, you know, because that's 4th gen and that's the one that would be due, that's the one that's next. And it's like, but think about the games they actually have on the Switch. Like, that would be a weird jump to go from, we have Gen 1 and Gen 8 and we're going to have Gen 4. Like, as much as, like, I agree that I think a Diamond and Pearl remake is, like, long overdue at this point because of when, you know, Ruby and Sapphire came out, at the same time, I would also say that I think it's more likely they want to continue the Let's Go series and have that be the series that runs parallel to mainline Pokemon.
I would agree. I think you're right. I think it would be that, because those games were pretty huge too. I want to say that they sold, like, together, like 22 million or something like that. Pokemon Let's Go sales. I know it sold a ton of copies.
It sold a ton.
Okay. So Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee together 13 million. Ooh. So that was a huge game.
Yeah.
These are the top ones, just to put this in frame of reference. Mario Kart 8, 33.4 million. Animal Crossing, 31.2 million. That's in 1 year. That's insane. Smash Brothers, about 23 million. Breath of the Wild, 21.5 mil. Next is Pokemon Sword and Shield counting together at 20.3 million. And then Super Mario Odyssey, another 20.3 million. Then there's a big dip. And the next one is 13.8 million with Super Mario Party, which is crazy because that game sucks. Then Pokemon Let's Go. Then Splatoon 2 with 12 million. And New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe 10 million. So those are the biggest selling first party games.
Okay. So I mean, yeah.
Your point about Pokemon stands, they definitely want to make another one of that.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
for
about
sure.
midway in the list.
Stuck in an endless loop. What does that do? Okay. No, we don't want that. We want that.
So that's your pick?
Yeah.
Any final thoughts? Or you just gonna trail off into oblivion?
I'm sorry. it's hard when I'm trying to like focus on what we're talking about and play.
I'm playing Splatoon 2 right now. I'm leading my team.
Yeah, but that's a baby game. That ain't a game that takes some skill.
Oh,
No, I'm
okay.
fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. No, I have respect for that
Just
game.
got a baby brain. Well, that leads me to my last one, which is wish list never happening. But I would love to hear about a Splatoon 3. This game is almost 5 years old. It was not launch, like day and date launch, but it was a launch window. It was within the first 3 months. And I have to say,
Yeah, it was June.
I've
Yeah.
enjoyed lots of Switch games. I think the system is awesome. I think this has got to be my favorite Nintendo Switch game. It offers something so unique that I'm so happy I didn't let go by, like on the Wii U. Like, if it had only been on Wii U and I never experienced this game,
Yeah.
I'd be so pissed. Because it is my favorite shooter right now. Like, regardless.
Okay.
Like, of console or whatever. I don't know. I just love it, and I hope that they understand how many, like, die-hard fans, like, there are die-hard Splatoon 2 people. Streamers that play it every day. Like, I constantly get matches, like, it's never, there must be people playing this, you know?
Oh, sure.
So, I hope, I know that there was some rumor about, like, a Splatoon spin-off game, like maybe some type of adventure game using some of the mechanics. I wouldn't, like, hate that, because the campaign of this is cool, but it's like a puzzle platformer. I wouldn't mind, like, a more adventure mode as long as the multiplayer is there. Like, I don't want just that. That would piss me off.
Okay.
But if the campaign went into more of, like, a platform adventure instead of a puzzle game, I'd be real down for that.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where I'm at with Splatoon 2. But I don't know. Probably won't be.
I mean, I could see them doing it one day.
The world.
I don't know if it would be necessarily like, you know, if now is the time or anything like that, but I could definitely see a place where they announce that.
Yeah. I can hope.
Yeah. That's kind of all we can do with Nintendo, because Nintendo is kind of all over the place with what it likes to do. And like you said, you would think at this point they would have figured out some online shit. Like, they don't even care.
I know. So, I just really... You triggered me again with that, but... Here's the thing. It's so lacking now. And assuming that they want to get like 3 or 4 more years out of Switch before they move on to whatever their next console is going to be, I think it would behoove them to figure out these issues now. Because you know that they're not going to start from the ground up on whatever networking shit they're going to have for the next system. You know it's going to be just a version of what they already have. So, why not now? Like, fix this shit. Make it good. Like, Mario Maker, you can't play that game multiplayer. Because the online is so bad that it is unplayable. That shouldn't happen.
No, it shouldn't.
Happen.
It's pretty unexcusable.
They took a really strong like community of Mario Maker people, like people that were devoted to that game on the Wii U, and they told them, "Fuck you" with Super Mario Maker 2. Here's a worse version of the game, with all sorts of bells and whistles. It should be the best version, but it don't work. So enjoy that. And the old one that you used to like, you don't like that anymore because the system is now dead.
That's the Nintendo special.
But final topic: Smash character reveals. Go.
I think it's gonna be Crash.
Yeah, me too.
But I've also been saying that for a while, and it hasn't been. So, I mean, when they announced Sephiroth, I was fucking thrown for a loop. I thought for sure we were gonna get Crash Bandicoot or like Master Chief or something.
I thought he was already on there.
Master Chief?
No, Sephiroth.
No,
Yeah,
they
he
just
was the
added
most
him.
recent one.
Yeah.
They had Cloud. They had Cloud.
Yes.
But it's been a few months since they put him on there, right, Nick?
No, he came out in January.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Okay. I mean, it was... Yeah, shit. That was the last month.
Mm-hmm. And they did it in a cool way where they were like, you know, if you already like pre-ordered the season pass or whatever of the fighters, like you can do a special event right now where you can fight like a high-level version of him, and if you beat him, you unlock
cool.
him right then. If you don't beat him, you just have to wait the week
that's real
until he
cool.
came out. Yeah.
Did you beat him or not?
Oh yeah, I fucked him up.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I did it with Cloud too. I was like, no, it's gotta be thematic.
Word.
But
Yeah, I too think it's gonna be Crash. With Crash 4 being announced for Switch,
yeah,
I think that's pretty telling. Which bores, man, like I mean, I don't even play Smash Brothers on Switch, but, if I did, I wouldn't be thrilled to be playing with Crash Bandicoot, because I don't like him that much. And I'm on PlayStation Boy.
yeah, but at the same time, I mean, the question comes in like, which is part of the thing of why I keep saying it's Crash and hoping it's gonna be Crash is who else do you get? Who else is left? Like, Master Chief, I think is too. I mean, on one hand, too, just like guns, and doesn't have any moves other than that.
I could think of a few things I'd like to see.
For characters, or
Yeah.
alright, what you got?
Right off the rip, Eggman, Dr. Robotnik, you gave me Sonic, give me the bad guy. I think he would make a great, very flavorful Smash character. Different body type. You could go like the robot one, you could go like the Eggman style where he's like got the lean legs type shit. You could do either one,
Okay.
and I think it would be cool. Really visually striking character. Eggman.
Justice.
I would like to see that.
Okay. Who else?
Characters like I would like to see, or characters that I could see, like back to our list. What do you want to do?
I mean, give me a little bit of both. Yeah.
Alright. So, hold on. Now I'm getting killed.
The sun.
I think, man, the Crash one just seems so obvious that it's like totally clouding my mind right now.
Sure.
But let me pull up my list. Oh, okay, yeah. So, I think one thing that could be really likely, and I was actually talking with one of my students today about this, I think it could be very easy for them to just do another, like, Resident Evil, or Resident Evil style character.
Oh.
Gun character.
Actually.
Something of that nature.
Actually, now that you mention that, that is one of the rumors I've been hearing, that they're gonna announce a Resident Evil game for the Switch.
Which one? I mean, they got a couple already.
I think, from what I've been hearing, it's supposed to be Resident Evil Revelations 3.
Oh, cool.
What system was that?
Well, Revelations 1 and 2 are both on PlayStation 4 now, but Revelations 1 originally released as, like, a Nintendo 3DS, like, launch title.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think, you know, that if that is something that they're going to announce tomorrow, that would be crazy if it was exclusive to Switch or, like, timed exclusive on Switch. But to what you're saying,
So
like,
we heard it
yeah.
here first, folks. Resident Evil, Smash character, and...
The only question there is, what Resident Evil character do you do?
I don't know, because I don't know any of them except Leon, Claire, and Jill, and Barry. Chris.
I mean, that's pretty much all the options.
That's it? Wesker, yeah.
That'd be cool. You just put the bad guy in. That'd be very cool, actually.
I can see them doing that. Who you got? Give me another one of yours.
Alright, so I could see Crash is the big one again.
Yep.
I could see Dante. I could
I
see
hope not, though. 'Cause
Travis Touchdown from No More Heroes. I don't think so, because they just made him a like Mii fighter costume, but you know, in another world. I could see them doing kind of what you're saying with Dr. Robotnik. I could see them doing like Tails or Knuckles.
Yeah. But don't they already have Shadow?
No, Shadow is like a Mii costume as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I could see them. I could see what's his face being a troll about it and being like, "Yeah, here's another Fire Emblem character."
Oh god, that would be so bad. That would be so, like, it shouldn't be anybody with a sword at all.
Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with that. I do understand how it could be a little hard though, because so many of like iconic characters do have swords.
I mean, the Travis Touchdown one, like, if they were to do that, I don't, like, that's not what we mean by sword guy. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, he's different enough where it'd be okay. Like, we don't want a fantasy sword guy.
Right.
What if it's like Solaire?
Oh, well, then I'm fucking in!
Switch licenses for Dark Souls. Yeah.
That's true. Dark Souls is on the Switch.
Get me going. Imagine. Can you imagine?
I can't
They just
imagine,
give you
Brian.
The classic, like, Dark Souls guy.
Those characters can't jump.
Yeah, but...
They
you
include
can
that
put
into their
Bowser to be
gameplay.
boss.
They can't
Yeah.
actually jump.
Oh, that'd be cool if you had a fat roll. Like, you could pick a loadout, and one of them has fat roll, but he's really strong.
It's super heavy, so it hurts people.
Yeah, like a DK style character.
That'd be really funny.
Ooh, I would like that. I mean, my pie in the sky character that I would just love to see is fucking Doom Guy. I think that would be so great.
That would be awesome.
I just to see it, like, it would be such a thing that people would meme the fuck out of.
Oh, absolutely. I think
would
that's like the sole reason they do it.
It'd be so good.
Yeah.
And just the clash of worlds, I think, is totally cool.
Yeah, I would get behind Doom Guy.
Like, think about it. Super Shotgun with the chain. That'd be such a Smash Brothers thing.
Yeah. That
Oh
would
my
be his like
God.
side B.
He'd be
Like-
like fucking Scorpion with it. It would be awesome.
Yeah. Except instead of pulling you, he pulls himself over to you.
Right.
Like fucking hell. Like that'd be awesome.
Yep. And you can fucking cancel out of it. You know that would be like a thing too.
Oh, of course. Of course, animation cancels.
Yep. A lot of people were talking about Master Chief, and I think that'd be cool, but that's not nearly as cool as Doom Guy. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I
'cause
agree.
He's just like a robot guy that shoots guns. Like, he doesn't really have like any of that
Is
kind of
Master Chief
visual
just a
edge.
robot?
No, he's a guy in a suit, but he's like a cyborg. Like, he's built into it.
Sure, yeah.
And, like, kind of more like, I should say he's more like a RoboCop.
Okay, yeah.
But inside there is, like, he's also like a genetic freak. Like, he's super strong and shit.
Right.
But Doom Guy has just way more flavor to him. Especially with the new games,
Range up.
as far as weaponry.
Tears down.
Yeah, I think it would suit them very well.
The trick would be just, how do we make this not violent? I think, like, super violent. I think the super shotgun scorpion thing would be fine, because they would just make it look like, you know, like all the other bullets in the game, you know what I mean?
Right.
But, like, they couldn't have, like, they don't want you glory killing Mario.
Oh no!
But think about how cool his stages would be, too. Just like, oh, like, Mario is literally in hell right now.
That'd be awesome.
So the whole Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal soundtrack is on Spotify, and I listened to it not too long ago. That
Okay.
shit is, like, actually listenable.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, really good metal, and the best part is there's no lyrics, there's no fucking stupid screaming. It's just cool metal music with no bullshit. I'm not listening to somebody sing about nonsense. Yeah. Yep. I don't mind an occasional primal scream for effect, but like, just usually lyrics and like modern metal.
Yeah. I concur.
Sorry to any metalheads. I may or may not have been offended.
It just takes itself too seriously.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah,
just sort of funny. Like, I like metal in terms of, like, Jack Black, Iron Maiden, you know, like,
Yeah.
kind of temperature.
But you can understand what they're saying when they sing
Oh, yeah.
Just guttural noises.
Especially when you're just people on stage. Like, at least when you, like,
Yeah.
dress up like demons and shit, you look like trying to emulate what that would sound like. And that's okay. It's a whole show.
Yeah, that's a show.
Yeah.
These are dude like.
48-hour energy.
That's my pie in the sky character. It won't be that. I don't think they would be able to make that work. But you know, stranger things have happened. Like Snake
Absolutely.
being in Melee, or excuse me, was it Melee or Brawl?
Brawl. Brawl was the first time he got involved, but still, him being there for that was like a, oh shit, Snake. There's not too many guys left that would still,
Exactly.
you know, hold up as this like, oh my god, like, short of them being like upsets.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Doom guy would be an oh my god.
Sure. Oh yeah, I agree with that for sure. He definitely would be.
Yeah, but I agree with your point though. They're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, they're starting to get there.
If it's a Nintendo character, I don't know who the fuck it would be. It would be something stupid like Cranky Kong. Or like, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who the hell else could they pick? Some off-brand Star Fox character.
The third guy.
Yeah, Slippy.
Oh my
Slippy
god. Oh my god, imagine if they did that.
Chris just spoke that into existence.
That's who it's gonna be
Frog is
now.
fucking- Yep, he's landing tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Yep, that just happened.
Oh god, Slippy Toad. You blew it.
Like, I can't think of really any Nintendo characters that they don't already have represented.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, obviously, you know, there are some, but like,
Yeah, but like,
No.
not really.
I don't know.
Like, yeah, I can't think of any, like, Diddy Kong. Well, Diddy Kong's in it.
They got him. He was one of the
Yeah.
best.
Dixie Kong, maybe, but like, even then, it's like, I don't see that lighting the world on fire.
Right.
Well, I mean, I could see how they could make her different enough that it would be like, oh, okay, cool, she makes sense,
Yeah.
but you know, I don't think they
Dixie
will.
Kong fans, so the legions of them.
Hey, man. No, I'm not gonna say that. Oh damn. I don't know. There's like too big of a pool to pull from, while at the same time the pool not being big enough.
I understand what you mean.
A lot of people still beating the drum for Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
I
I
don't
think he'll
care
be a
about
character.
that.
It's not even a matter of whether or not I care about it. It's just like, nah, I don't buy it. Like they've talked about it, about how that has been like put up by people before, and the dude basically immediately shot it down. Like, that'll never
But
happen.
the thing about him is it's not cool unless he's next to freaking Mickey and Goofy and all that shit, and they're never gonna get all that in the game. That's just a licensing.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that. There's a lot of people who'd be like, Sora's fine on his own without Mickey or Donald or Goofy or anything. But I get your point.
Then you might as well just not. You might as well just have a random Final Fantasy looking character with a Keyblade and just like, you know what I mean? Keyblade Master.
Well, no, but that's what I mean. Why wouldn't it be Sora?
Because then they don't gotta pay for it. It's just like, I don't know. It's just
What do you mean they don't gotta pay for it?
if they want to put Sora in the game, I argue that you can't have them without the other characters. The whole game is about them being friends and how they fucking help him. If they don't put those characters in the game at all, it doesn't work. And they're not gonna put all those characters in the game. And I just can't see it happening. If they don't have like at least the three main ones.
I get what you're saying. I get where you're coming from on that. The thing is, though, that as much as Kingdom Hearts is very much about the, like, my friends are my strength and all that type of shit, at the same time, like, there are large amounts of those games where you're supposed to be playing them alone with just Sora. So, like, there is a whole component, though, of, like, how he... I mean, the entire third game is essentially about how, like, he failed his training. So he needs to, like, retrain again to be able to use this ability, because they're going to need that ability for the final battle. And, like, so the whole game is about him just, like, having to train and, like, work himself up and get stronger. So, like, as much as it is, like, yeah, Donald and Goofy are with him, Donald and Goofy are just with him because at this point, to what you're saying, that's just Kingdom Hearts. But more often than not, Sora's entirely alone. And I would potentially...
Still sucks. He's just another guy with a sword. It's just shaped like a key.
No, I just don't think he's a particularly great fit. Like, yeah, I could see how he would fit in. I could see how people would like him and everything like that. So it's, you know, no problem in that regard. But it's like yeah, there are better. There's any number of characters I'd rather see than Sora.
Right.
And I like the Kingdom Hearts games.
I liked 1. I didn't finish 2. But Kingdom Hearts 1 was a great game.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is really, really good. It really is. 3 is really good in a just like straight up gameplay sense. Like, the game is really, really refined. The graphics are phenomenal. Like, it's really good in that regard. But 3 is the biggest example of how, like, the Disney is no longer necessary to Kingdom Hearts. How now it's incidental as opposed to being the core of it. Like, you went to all these...
like that.
Yeah, you went to all these different Pixar worlds, but they didn't really feel like they had anything to do with the larger plot. And then, like, once you finish the last Pixar world, they're like, oh, hey, we're opening up the, like, you know, quote-unquote Final Fantasy-ish world, and that's basically where all the real story shit happens. And it's like, so why was I doing that other shit? And it's basically like, well, because
really?
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 gives you, like, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 hours of, like, Sora is, like, training to get good for the final battle, and then, like, essentially after beating the last world, he's like, wait a minute, I'm a dummy. I had the strength inside me all along. Like, I didn't forget how to do it. I'm just thinking about it too hard. And then basically just proceeds to, like, just fly off into the, like, final battle by himself. And then it's just basically, like, one story thread after another getting resolved and completed and just, like, going through all of it. So, like, there's... yeah.
Fuck that game. Nah,
No, I know.
yeah, I can't think of anything to it. I mean, like, there's some that would be funny, but nothing that, again, seems like egregious that it's not already there.
Yeah, some people would say, like, Waluigi. I'm like, nah, I don't care. I don't want him as a Smash character either.
No. Because,
Come Pie in the Sky, I would love to see Geno more than anything else. Fuck, honestly, I'll take Mallow. You put Mallow in there, I'll be happy. Like,
that would be just a colossal troll.
It would be. It absolutely would be that you're gonna give us Mallow before you give us Geno. It's like, you cocksuckers. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't even care, because I'd just be like, you know what? Awesome. We got a character from that game. They're showing that they acknowledge that that game exists.
They need to just put Goku in the goddamn game. And
God,
get everybody
no.
quiet.
Yeah, you don't want Sora in the game, but you want Goku? Get out of here.
I want Kid Goku with the tail.
And the power pole, that would be cool.
He's a great fit. Big boy Goku, no.
Yeah.
No Gohan, no other, no nothing. Just little boy Goku.
What was that, Chris?
The
older he gets, the more ridiculous it is.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't want to go down that road. That's
God, no. Oh, and you're even just referring to, like, how ridiculous powerful was?
Yeah. We don't want
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought you meant there. Like, the later...
I died several times.
Well, not even just
I'm
that.
actually a god. I can blow planets up.
Well, dude, in fucking, like, in the newest, like, Dragon Ball, anime Dragon Ball Super, they legit straight up play off Goku like he's just straight up retarded. Like, he has complete mental deficiencies and issues, like they don't say it. There's no, like, episode where they're like, oh yeah, Goku's, you know, diagnosed as, like, a dissociative identity disorder or anything like that. It's instead just like the way he acts is so just like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? How is nobody just like, fucked him up for being such a dick all the time. He basically, like, abuses his children, more or less. He's a negligent father.
Goku's doing bad stuff?
One of the episodes, he even uses his, like, instant transmission, and he teleports into Bulma's bathroom as she's taking a shower. Like,
Really?
yeah!
His Master Roshi taught him the way. As a young
Yeah, he did.
He said, this is what you do.
Oh, the young buck.
God. Original Dragon Ball is just so good.
Yeah, and it's so horny.
It really is.
Little Steven, you're not a good item. Oh, we're off to a bad start already. Oh, fuck. Alright, well. Come on. Okay. Well, I am actually gonna call it there.
That's cool.
I'm gonna get going.
Discussion.
Yes, I'm gonna get going to bed. But thank you for discussing the Nintendo Direct with me. We'll see how accurate any of our predictions are.
We're probably gonna go like 0, just straight 0.
Yeah, probably
Except
the
for
only.
the Zelda shit, and Crash are
Not,
like,
not
actual-
even that. Not even character, and it's gonna be like something that nobody thought of. Like we're gonna get like fucking Croc from like fucking Croc on PS1. Do you remember that game?
Of course, love.
We're gonna
Croc.
get Croc, or we're gonna get like Glover. Like we're gonna get some random ass shit.
Yep. I'd like a Super Monkey Ball. That would be good.
That'd be cool. But the only thing I could see being real is that it's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna get trailers for the, for the games that we know are coming. But
Yep.
well,
100%.
thank you very much for everybody who tuned in or might tune in later, and have a good night. Oh, I gotta shut this off the right way. There we go.
Yeah, I'm going to bed too.